Rationalization of the denominator. And I told you guys that today there's another way that you have to be able to do it. So the first one, which we did yesterday, is when you have a single term in your denominator. So sien julle, ons het een term in ons noemer. In this case, we only had that third form of 2 and here only the third form of 3. Nee? Dan wat het ons gedoen? Ons het hom net gaan vermenigvuldig met 1. Maar jou 1 lyk net 'n bietjie weird. Jy vat net dit wat hier onder staan en jy sê net wortel 3 op wortel 3. So if that was the square root of 5, it would have been square root 5 over square root 5, etc. Okay. Ja. Nee, en dan vermenigvuldig jy hom bo en jy vermenigvuldig hom onder. And remember, this will always say without the use of a calculator, but afterwards when you're done and you've shown all of your steps, just type it into your calculator because your calculator is programmed to give it to you with a rational denominator. So hy gaan dan vir die regte antwoord gee. Okay. Goed. Nou die volgende ene wat ek vir julle wil wys is wanneer daar meer as een term in die noemer is. Okay, nou vir dit wil ek net gou vinnig eers klein bietjie graad 9 werk met julle recap. If I have this, how can I factorize it? Hoe kan ek a kwadraat minus b kwadraat factoriseer? Yep. You guys remember that? Okay. So then it stands to reason that if I ever have anything minus anything, and I multiply that by itself, but I just change the sign, I'm always going to get two things squared in my answer. Similar sum? Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm once again going to multiply it by 1, but my 1 is going to look like this. En die rede daarvoor is, hierdie kwadraat, that to the power of 2, eliminates the possibility of having an irrational number. Want onthou, hierdie is 'n irrasionele getal, né? Wortel 2 is mos 'n irrasionele getal. But what happens when I square that? It just changes to 2. So the moment that you can be sure that you're squaring everything in your denominator, then it means that you can no longer have an irrational number in your denominator. Okay. So, wat het ek gedoen? Ek het gesien hierso is my noemer en daai het 'n wortel 3 in. Nou die wortel 3 maak dat my noemer nie rasionaal is nie. Jy kan gaan intik op jou sakrekenaar wortel 3 minus 1. And then you'll see it gives you a decimal that doesn't have a pattern. Okay. So I saw it was the root of 3 minus 1. Maar nou wil ek hom ons gaan maal met 1. Maar ek kan hom nie net gaan maal met wortel 3 op wortel 3 soos by die vorige is nie. Because I have more than one term. So then I say, okay, if I multiply this by this, then it means that both of the two terms will be squared. So I got rid of the problem. So I gaan so like. Okay, kom ons vereenvoudig hom net gou. What do you get if you have square root of 3 and then you say to the power of 2? Dit los maar net 3 oor, né? En 1 kwadraat is 1. Okay. Daai ene is nie heeltemal klaar vereenvoudig nie, maar jy sou hier kon stop as hy nie was nie. Okay? I'll finish this one now, but let's just quickly look at that answer. What do I have as the denominator now? 2. Is 2 'n irrasionele getal? Nee. So my probleem is opgelos. Okay, maar omdat hierdie ene sien julle dat hy verder kan vereenvoudig. This one can actually be simplified further. How do I do that? I factorize out a 2 at the top. And then those two cancel out. And I just have root 3 plus 1. As jy hier 2 uithaal, wat bly oor in daai term? 'n 1, né? So hy moet daar in die hakkie wees. Okay, let's quickly do that. Okay, ek wil hom gaan vermenigvuldig met 1. But my 1 is going to look like this. Remember, it has to have the same thing at the top and at the bottom. En ek kyk na wat in my noemer op die oomblik staan en dan verander ek net sy teken. So hy was wortel 5 plus 1. Nou gaan verander ek hom in wortel 5 minus 1. Wat kry as jy wortel 3 maal met wortel 5? Square root of 15, hè? Okay, en dan hieronder gaan ek hê wortel 5 wat gekwadreer is, minus 1 wat ook gekwadreer is.